What role does self-care play in intimate relationships? Huge, huge. It's everything. Okay, maybe not everything, but it's pretty darn close. Because if we're talking about building a lasting, intimate, connected relationship, like the one that your marriage is, one where you both feel safe, seen, and supported, self-care is not optional, it's a necessity. Here's the why. If you're not taking care of you, if you're running at 5%, 10%, 20% of your own capacity, how in the world are you supposed to show up at 60, 80, or 50% even in your relationship? How are you going to be the partner that you want to be, the partner that your spouse needs on a random Monday, or in a moment of crisis, or when life just keeps doing its thing? You can't. You simply can't. That's why I say self-care, it's a necessity, it's not selfish. If anything, it's strategic. Here's what happens when you don't. When I don't do the things that I need to do for myself, my husband ends up living with the leftovers of me, the drained me, the resentful me, the me that's just trying to survive the day. And let's be real, intimacy, it does not thrive in survival mode. When I care for myself, my mind, my emotions, my body, my spirit, I am able to bring a fuller version of me into our relationship, into our marriage. And I'm not just recharging me, in a way, I'm recharging us. Because as a result, I show up with more presence, more patience, more playfulness, more openness, and honestly, a whole lot more desire and availability to connect. But here's the thing. Here's where people get stuck. You have to know what you need first. And a lot of people don't. They can list what their partner isn't doing. They can say what they wish were different. But when I ask them, what do you need for you? Crickets. They can't answer the question. Here's the truth. If you don't know what you need, how the heck is someone else supposed to figure it out? Right? It makes zero sense. And yet, we all do this. We expect our spouse to meet a need we haven't even taken the time to define. We expect them to give what we haven't clearly named, but we haven't said out loud. That's not fair to them, and it's not fair to you. And if you are in the same place, here's a question that I've offered countless times to my couples in my private practice. What do I need to be at my best? What are those non-negotiables for me? Answer that question, and you're gonna get a great start. Keep this in mind. You are not responsible for your partner's happiness, but you are responsible for your own. And when both people are tending to themselves and doing it well, the relationship becomes a place of overflow instead of depletion. That's why this is so key. You've got to come to terms with this. Understand what you need, and then actually take care of those needs on your own. Because here's the truth. It's nobody else's job to make sure that you get enough sleep. Did you know that? It's not your husband's or your wife's job to pry the remote out of your hand at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not their job to stop you from saying yes to everything or scrolling your way into exhaustion. That's on you. That's your work. And that means doing the simple things, sometimes the boring and mundane things, the hard things, all of it. So yes, take the walk. Go ahead and get enough sleep. Turn off the show. Say no when you need to. Take a nap. Drink the water. Rest. Dream. Stretch. Breathe. Did I say take a nap yet? All of that, that's on you. That's your work. It's your job just as it is mine. So yes, I'm a little fired up about this because if you want a long-term intimate relationship, a marriage that feels good, where you're connected, you're present and feeling alive, you've got to handle the basics for you. No one else is going to protect your capacity for you. And when you don't protect it, your relationship, your marriage feels it, guaranteed. But when you do that, there's beauty on the other side of this. When you do that and your spouse does the same, when both people are tending to themselves well, when each person is doing the inner work and caring for their own emotional, physical, and spiritual needs, then we can meet each other from a place of strength, right? From a place of clarity, from a place of wholeness. That's where intimacy lives. That's where intimacy gets to grow. And that's what we're all after, right? Because now you're not trying to get your partner to rescue you from burnout. You're showing up as a whole person with clarity, with strength, able to say, here's what I need from you, relationally speaking. That kind of intimacy, it's built on two people who know themselves and care for themselves enough to show up with something to give. So yeah, self-care, it's huge. And not just for you, but for the we that you're building. So take care of you, and your marriage will thank you for it. I promise you.